All right, hello guys. So this is Adam Glads again, and so I thought maybe this would be a good video on because a lot of people don't do colonoscopies or anything like that. So this is going to be a colonoscopy video without actually looking, there. So this is basically like the prep or what you need to go ahead and do before the actual colonoscopy. So I'll just go ahead and read a little bit here of what we're supposed to go ahead and do. Of course, obviously, your doctor's going to go ahead and give you all the information of what you need and directions on what you need to go ahead and do and what you need to follow, because they're, I guess, really strict about that. So first off and foremost, 7 days prior, I would like to say I'm still kind of young, so I don't have to worry about any of the medications that you need to go ahead and stop. However, some people are a little bit younger, so they do Ozempic and, stuff like that. So you got to stop doing all that. 3 days prior, you got to stop all the other type of medications if you're on any, so I'm not going to go through them all, but there's a nice big list. So 5 days prior to your colonoscopy, as in what you guys are probably thinking, well, what does it take for you to go ahead and, flush out your system and stuff like that? From what I understand, there's a liquid that you need to go ahead and drink. Some doctors do that. However, my doctor didn't, which we'll go ahead and get into that. I guess this is, I don't know if it's easier on your stomach or whatnot, but anyway, so 5 days prior to the actual colonoscopy, it says do not take any medications that stop diarrhea, such as Imodium, kaopeptide, or Pepto-Bismol. The next, you do not take any fiber supplements, which makes sense, right? So don't take Metamucil, Citracel, or anything like that. It also, which is kind of interesting, it says do not take any products that contain iron, such as multivitamins. That's interesting, for the blood and stuff like that. I don't know why that is. To be honest with you, I really don't know. Maybe because if you do have polyps or, other issues and they got to cut something, I guess, that you don't bleed more. Makes sense to me, I guess. If you have any idea, go ahead and throw a comment and let us know if there's any doctors watching or anything like that. It also says do not take fish oil, CoQ10, turmeric, NSAIDs, like ibuprofen, and stuff like that. Anyway, it says stop taking any blood thinners. So again, I would assume that's pretty much what it is. It's just in case. This is my first one. I'm 47 now, just turned 47. Somehow we forgot to go ahead and do it at 45, or this is a brand new thing. I remember it used to be 50, which I was kind of psyching myself up to do it at 50, but now it's 45. I guess there's an issue, younger people now, there's, I don't know, there's more people getting cancer in the poop. I have no idea. So anyway, my doctor said, hey, it's a good idea. Why don't you just go ahead and get it done? I said, fine, let's go ahead and get it done. Of course, my first question was, do they knock you out for it? And of course, they do. And if anyone's wondering, yes, I am a Notre Dame fan. Go ND. Hopefully, we'll go ahead and win the championship this year. I hope. I doubt it. Because seems like when we get to the end or close to the end, the luck of the Irish just stops. I don't know. Takes a vacation. Anyway, so back to this. So, and it says purchase your bowel preparation solution at your local pharmacy. So that's 5 days prior. That's all the directions right there. So 3 days prior, which I did that already, it says do not eat high fiber foods such as popcorn, beans, seeds. That includes flax seeds, sunflowers, and stuff like that. No multigrain bread, no nuts, no salad, which I do like salads. If you guys don't know or have seen, from my older videos, I'm actually, I'm 47 years old. My wife and I were going to try to have kids, and I'm fat. So I'm just trying to be active and, going to the gym and, I'm doing a 5K now pretty much every single time I go to the gym, plus weights and so on and so forth, and eating healthier. So it's just really weird that, we have a lot of salads and vegetables and stuff like that, which you can't have anymore. So it's it's just kind of weird for me at this point. But I have lost weight and definitely gotten more in shape, which is great. But no fresh or dried fruit. Again, this is 3 days before the colonoscopy. We love fruit, fresh and dried fruit. Begin a low fiber diet. Which, hold on one second, guys. I forgot I don't have my my microphone. I don't need it right now. You guys can probably hear me. You know what? I'm gonna put my microphone on. All right, I'm back. Hopefully this is a little bit better. I think I got it up. Yep. Okay. So again, we're on the 3 days before the colonoscopy. No high fiber foods. So it says begin a low fiber diet. Okay, so I didn't really realize how hard this was until I started doing it, and I was actually doing it last week because my colonoscopy was supposed to be last week, but I didn't get the prior authorization for it, so it was approved this week, so I don't know. So I had to do this basically twice, which is no fun. But begin a low fiber diet. So, low fiber diet includes white bread, white rice, white pasta, chicken, turkey, fish, eggs. We eat a lot of eggs, which is great. Cheese, cottage cheese, and plain yogurt. So again, what's not on this list, if you have any questions, just research it. I just use Chat GPT, but you can use, anything, I guess, to go ahead and figure out, does it have a lot, or is it considered a low fiber food option, or is it considered still a high fiber food? So, because if you don't do this, they will not do the colonoscopy. So anyway, so that's that. So that's 3 days before the colonoscopy. So 1 day before the colonoscopy, and that's currently what I'm in right now. The 1 day. So this day kind of sucks. Okay, um, it's kind of shitty. No pun intended. All right. Anyway, 1 day before. So only drink clear liquids the entire day before the colonoscopy. Do not eat any solid foods. Drink at least 8 ounces of clear liquid every hour after waking up. No dairy products are allowed. The clear liquids may include water, apple juice. I have this. This is kind of what I'm drinking, just to go ahead and change it up from the water. White grape juice, bouillon, which I do have beef bouillon. I'm going to heat that up later on because, again, I'm sure I'm going to get tired of apple juice and water. Um, Coffee or tea, no milk or cream, which I guess you can have sugar. So I put a little sugar in there, not much, but a little bit. Because again, this has sugar, and even though it's reduced, but it does have a little bit of sugar. Clear carbonated beverage, such as ginger ale or lemon lime soda. All right. So again, I'm trying to cover all bases. I don't really drink this, but I don't even know what this is. 1.25 liter. So change it up if I get tired of apple juice, water, and chicken stock. Um, Sports drinks. And this is what's kind of weird. Not red, blue, or purple. Flavored drinks, not red, blue, or purple. Plain jello or gelatins, not red, blue, or purple. And popsicles, not red, blue, or purple. Now, I do have one other thing, which I'll go ahead and get into. And I got to mix it up with my actual bowel prep stuff. So, the day of, here we are. We're still, or the day before, we're one day before the colonoscopy. At 12 noon, I have to take, this is where it gets ugly, guys. I have to take 4 5 milligram Dulcolax. Okay, that's what these little things are. Fortunately, my wife takes it every once in a while, just one every once in a while. So I have to take 4 of them, and she said she feels really bad for me. With a full glass of water. So we'll see. I've never taken it before, so that's going to be interesting. At 4 p.m., I got to mix the Miralax 8.3 ounce bottle. Okay, so with me, I was looking for a liquid. I guess it's just powdered form. And this is 14 1 ounce daily doses. 14. And I'm going to be taking 7 tonight. So one of these bottles, and you will drink half of it. So I need to drink 32 ounces of the prep mixture. And I need to try to drink it 8 ounce glasses of prep mixture every 20 minutes. Yeah. And this is what I'm scared about, the next step. You will want to be near a bathroom once you start drinking your prep. You will have diarrhea and you will need to be able to reach a bathroom quickly. I really don't think this is going to be fun, guys. At 6 p.m., so I don't know. Oh, I did go ahead and miss the Dulcolax Miralax bowel prep here. So I'm going to just take it back real quick. At 4 p.m., I'm supposed to mix the Miralax 8.3 ounce bottle, the entire bottle, with 64 ounces of Gatorade. I just have this. It's kind of clear white. It says specifically no red, blue, or purple flavors. So I have the zero. I've never had this, but Glacier Cherry. I like cherry. I don't know. So we'll see. Hopefully it's good. Anyway, mix it up until it's dissolved. You can put the mixture in the refrigerator, and you may divide the Miralax into 2 30-ounce tube bottles if it's easier. So that's what I got to do. So at 6 p.m., I got to start drinking it, half of it. And then, of course, after that, after I drink half of it, you will need to finish the prep mixture. You may drink clear liquids only. Please consume 4 8-ounce glasses of clear liquids over the next 3 hours. Store the remaining 32 ounces of prep mixture in the refrigerator for the next morning. Yay! Not done yet. So, the day of your colonoscopy, 5 hours before, my colonoscopy starts at 1:30. So I need to be there at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. So I got to leave the house at 11:30, 11:45, right around there. So the day of your colonoscopy, and that's going to be tomorrow morning, 5 hours before the colonoscopy at 8:30 a.m. I got to drink the other half Again, drink 8 ounces of glass of a prep solution every 20 minutes until you finish it all. Once you finish the prep mixture, please drink an additional 2 8-ounce glasses of clear liquid. Your stool should no longer be formed. It should be clear or yellow liquid. I am so not looking forward to this. You may continue to drink clear liquids until 3 hours prior to your procedure. 3 hours prior to your procedure, stop drinking all liquids. Nothing by mouth 3 hours prior, so nothing at all. And that's pretty much it. Arrive to the hospital 60 minutes before. Plan on being in the hospital 2 to 4 hours. Bring your insurance card and photo ID. Bring a complete list of all medications you are currently taking, including over the counter medication and supplements. And yeah, I mean, it does have here, wear comfortable, loose fitting clothes that are easy to remove and put on. Wear comfortable shoes. Okay, I do that usually anyway. Do not wear any jewelry and do not bring valuables. Understandable. Bring your cell phone to be able to contact your designated driver. After your procedure, you may resume regular diet unless otherwise instructed by your physician, which I'm sure maybe if they have to cut some things out, you still got to have an easy diet, I guess, maybe. You may resume regular activities the day of your procedure unless otherwise instructed. Again, probably same issue. If biopsies are taken, please allow 10 to 14 business days to be called with the results. And that's it, guys. So again, where I stand, I'll go ahead and record this stuff, so at least you guys know what to expect. But yeah, so this is going to be interesting. So the next time I do a little video here, it's going to be probably at noon, which is in about an hour and a half, when I go ahead and take my first step of cleaning myself out. Actually, not noon. I won't do it at noon. I'll do it at like later on. See if I feel anything, and when I do, I'll let you know how many hours afterwards, and so on and so forth. So, well, God help me. Here we are. So, a lot of people say that this is easy. The hardest part is pretty much it's the diet, leading up to it. So, and the day before, which is, what we're doing now. So far so good. It's 10:30. I'm not hungry or anything like that, and I think that's probably because of all the water and clear liquids they tell you to drink. So that part's nice. However, we did have a very late dinner last night, so I feel that was pretty good. Planning. Um, but yeah, other than that, that's I'm not going to go to the gym today, nor obviously tomorrow. I just figured, usually after the gym, I like eating something to, get the energy back up. But not going to do that today because I don't want to be hungry. So, but other than that, guys, I'll go ahead and sign off and let you know in a few hours what's going on. I will not be too detailed, though. I'll save you from that. This is going to suck. All right. I'll see you later.